OpenAI just spent $6.5 billion to partner with Jony Ive. Now, this might sound totally crazy, but it's actually a genius move. But before I get to why, we need to talk about what happened between Apple and Jony. So after Steve Jobs died, Apple really changed. They shifted from being a design-focused company to more of a business and finance-focused company under Tim Cook. You see, Steve and Jony were close. They would take walks together, eat lunches together, make design decisions together. With Steve, Jony felt like he had a real collaborator. But Cook, he rarely visits the design studio. Cook is more of an operations guy. He's really good at business, but doesn't really care about beautiful design as much. And that pretty much burns Jony out. He finished working on the Apple Watch, and then his breaking point came in 2019. He gathered his team to watch this film called Yesterday. It's pretty much a movie that talks about the friction between commerce and art. After the film, he told the team that art needs proper space and support to grow. The next day, he announced he was leaving. Apple bent over backwards to keep him. They created the chief design officer role just for him. They let him work from home. They paid him more than any other Apple exec, but none of that would really fill the hole in his heart. On the surface, Apple announced that Jony's leaving to start his own company, Love From, and Apple's going to be their first client. Sounds friendly, right? But that's just because it was basically corporate spin. I wanted to work on new projects, and guess who came knocking? Yeah, Sam Altman. The two started working on a secret project called I.O. And yesterday, OpenAI spent $6.5 billion to acquire it. They released this 9-minute advertisement where they pretty much glazed each other the whole time and didn't announce a product, but I seemed genuinely excited. He said that everything that I've done in the last 30 years has led me to this moment. And this is actually why it's a genius move. With Apple dropping the ball in the last few years, not only in AI, but in just design in general, there's room for another company to come in. And OpenAI might actually be that company. So Jony and his team are going to be taking over all the design work at OpenAI. And again, this is why this is such a genius move. When you get one of the world's best designers excited, give him the resources of OpenAI, and give him the creative control that he lost back at Apple, now that is a power move. I'm pretty excited to see what happens. If you want to stay up to date on the latest in tech and see more stuff like this, give me a follow and I'll be back with more soon. Peace.